Good day, everyone. Yes, once again, welcome to our political program, Politicals. Yes, with the Honorable Maiwa. Yes, thank you so far for your support. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel, and thank you for your comments. I just want to plead again to keep on subscribing and keep on watching our program, Politicals. Yes, Atiku has finally picked his vice president in the name of Obi. Yes, he has picked Obi. Yes, he has picked Obi, but the Obi that he picked is Obi Kubana. And Obi Kubana has already told him that this is condition to become his vice president, that he has to promote Odogunbitas. Yes, he has to promote Odogunbita if he wants him to be his running mate as a vice president. But well, Atiku said he can't do that, and he has already gone for Mikel Obi. And we all know that Mikel Obi is no more in shape. He has even retired from playing football. Right now, we don't know the next Obi Atiku is going to go for. Maybe Saint Obi of the Nollywood. Yes, but today we really want to look at the Atiku, the vice president he really want to pick from. Yes, the vice president who Atiku want to pick is still a question that everybody is asking ourselves. So we don't know who the vice president is still going to be. But let's look at some little things. Actually, the way at which PDP really programmed this thing is ought to be Atiku and Peter Obi. But as we all know the story now, that Peter Obi has left PDP for Labour Party. And so far so good now, that one has really been a serious step back or a serious challenge for Atiku to pick a successful vice president. So let's look at some little things now that Peter Obi is now in Labour Party. A lot of things that have been coming up, and every youth are now clamoring for Peter Obi to become the next president. So far so good right now. The three strong political party to contest in 2023, as we all know now, is APC, and the flag bearer is Asiwaju the Jagaban himself, and PDP, that's the Atiku, and Labour Party, Peter Obi. And we really want to emphasize majorly on some little perspectives of things. So now that Peter Obi can't be Atiku running mate, we are looking at some other things like, okay, what about the alternative whereby PDP goes for the likes of Wike? Yes, why can't it go for Wike, or it go for Okowa, or rather still, it rather come down to the southwest? But who is he going to pick in the southwest Nigeria? Anyway, we don't know, but I'm still looking at the fact that the vice president Atiku is going to pick will determine if he's going to win the election or not. All right, let's look again at as 2023 election is coming up. Will ndigbo? Yes, let's look. Will the ndigbo vote for Atiku against Peter Obi, or Peter Obi against Atiku? That's still a question that every one of us is asking each other. Will the ndigbo break their loyalty for Peter Obi and vote for Atiku, or will they remain loyal with Peter Obi? Based on a lot of comments that is coming up on social media, and even when we try to talk with some of the people outside, the ndigbo are saying their massive support go to Peter Obi, that they can't vote any other person rather than Peter Obi, that Peter Obi is the man for the job. Yes, everybody is saying Peter Obi is the man for the job, and some questions are still coming up that yes, over the time we've been saying that this is the person that ought to be the president, but along the line they did not really do as we all expected. But many of them are saying that Peter Obi case is going to be different. Now the question lies for the fact that, is Peter Obi case going to be different or not? So drop your comment if Peter Obi is still going to be, his case is going to be different from every other politician that we have been saying that, okay, they are going to be the one to redeem or build up this nation Nigeria again. So let's move from there and let's look at how far can Peter Obi go with Labour Party. How far can it go? On the Facebook, on the Twitter, on WhatsApp, everybody are clamoring. The youth, the ndigbo, they are clamoring for Peter Obi and Labour Party. And so far so good. Even the Labour Union itself, they are supporting Labour Party. Now, how far can it go? Is it going to be just a social media election of a thing, whereby people will only say it on social media, or are they going to vote Peter Obi come 2023? Many of them that are saying they vote Peter Obi, did they all have their PVC? There's been a lot of questions. Many youth and many people have been asking themselves, it's not about you coming on social media and declaring your support for Peter Obi alone. Did you have your PVC? Are you ready to vote for the change that you are clamoring for? It's still all the question everybody is asking each other, not you coming up and support Peter Obi on social media alone. Now, another thing we need to ask ourselves when we want to look at it between Jagaban and Atiku, who is going to win 2023 election? Is it Jagaban or Atiku? Will the North leave Atiku and vote for Jagaban, or will the Northerners vote for Atiku against Jagaban? Is still the question everybody's asking each other. And so far so good, we all know that the Northern governors, they said they dropped their support for Jagaban. Even Yaya Bello of Kogi State has already donated a campaign office for Jagaban. We don't know how things is going to turn up, but so far so good. Over the week, there are a lot of we heard that some APC leaders, some of them, they come to PDP, and the question keep on asking that, will Northerners still support Jagaban till the end come election 2023, or will they not betray their brother? That's the question everybody's asking each other. So, but irrespective of how it's going to be, we are still looking at the possibility of Jagaban winning the election come 2023, because based on the fact that many people are even saying that for the fact that Jagaban has already gone out of a political office for a very long time, he has really done his homework very well and is not going to step down, and his victory come 2023 is very certain, because he has said that he's the one next to become the president. Is it truly that Jagaban is the next to become the president of Nigeria? It's still the same question everybody is asking, and I believe that many people have their support for Jagaban, and same goes with Atiku, and same goes with Peter Obi. So who is going to emerge the president of Nigeria come 2023 between these three people, Peter Obi, Jagaban, and Atiku? If Atiku lost this election come 2023, what would be the future of PDP? Because as we all know, the ndigbo still believe that the Northerners betrayed them, or let me say the PDP betrayed the ndigbo by making Atiku become the flag bearer of PDP instead of ndigbo, especially Peter Obi. So let's look at it. If Atiku somehow, however, lost out in 2023 election, what's going to be the future of PDP? Is that the end of PDP? We did not say Adim Bin, they've given it to Peter Obi. Will PDP has won the election? Is still a what? Is still a mystery for us to solve. But as we all know, the election is fast approaching. In less than 9 months, we are going to general election, whereby Peter Obi, Jagaban himself, Atiku, and Kwankwaso, don't let us forget that one as well, is in the race. Or maybe along the line, maybe Atiku will step down for Kwankwaso, or Kwankwaso will give his market support for Atiku. We don't know. Or Kwankwaso will support Jagaban against Atiku, is what we don't know up to now. But meanwhile, since for the fact that both Jagaban, Atiku, and Peter Obi, and even Kwankwaso himself have not declared their running mate, which will determine their success come 2023 election, we are still keeping our finger crossed, because the INS are giving them this week for every one of them to provide their running mate. Now, the question lies for the fact that who is Atiku going to pick? Is he Wike, or is he going to beg Obi to come back to PDP to become his running mate? Who is Jagaban himself going to pick? Is he going to pick a Muslim cornet? Who is Peter Obi himself going to pick? And who is Kwankwaso going to pick? Is a question everybody is asking, and everybody is waiting for who and who all this presidential flag bearer will pick as his running mate. Now, you can drop your comment, you can drop your view regarding all this question that I've asked so far. So when we come next week on Politicals, I'm going to bring it back and we are going to see who and who is going to be the vice president of each of these aspirants. Once we come again, once we come again next time, I still remain the honorable. And I'm saying from this side, bye-bye.